Good afternoon and welcome to Have a Chat. I'm Audrey Lynch with my beautiful co-star Judy Loge. Good afternoon, Judy.
Hello, beautiful. We pay each other to do that every Monday.
Yes.
It just makes us feel good.
Yeah, exactly. That's the way it works. Veronique is a little busy today, so she won't be able to join us, but that's okay. We've got this. We've got a full packed show for our viewers today.
Lots to discuss.
So, definitely. We usually like to start off our show with a little positive thought, a little positive quote. And so I was coming across looking through Facebook, of course, my favorite venue.
I'm on it now, by the way.
Oh, that's right, too.
I joined the world of Facebook. I have so many friends. I don't know what to do with them.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. And so I was coming across looking for something along... something for women.
Okay.
Specifically, something positive for women was what I was hunting for. Yeah. Just this time of year with back to school and the kids and trying to work and juggle it all, there's just so much going on, and sometimes we just feel like we can't.
Where do we fit into the picture?
Exactly.
Like, do we have time for ourselves?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's just it. So here's my little quote. Nothing makes a woman more beautiful than the belief that she is beautiful.
Okay.
Right?
Now, do you feel you're beautiful?
Actually, I never used to.
Okay.
It's true. I never used to. And I'd have to say that saying goes along with confidence comes from feeling and believing that you're confident. Mm-hmm. And then it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, really. And I truly believe, being in the beauty industry, I do see it a lot where women don't feel or think that they are beautiful because I notice that they won't actually look in the mirror.
No.
Like as a hairstylist, I don't look at you to talk to you. We look in the mirror to do that.
Of course.
And I notice a lot of women don't like to make eye contact or look at themselves in the mirror, and it makes me sad.
It does. They're lacking something that they need something to truly prove to themselves that they are beautiful. I don't know if it's a boost in self-esteem or somebody to tell them how beautiful they are in these many ways.
Exactly.
I think if I were to describe my own beauty, it has to become from inside.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say.
It's my person.
That's right.
And I think beauty is from within. And if you're a beautiful person within, it doesn't mean that you have to be aesthetically beautiful.
No.
You shine because of your confidence.
That's right.
And I've seen many women that you wouldn't say are aesthetically like a wow look, but they're beautiful because they're so confident.
Yes.
And I love to see that smile and genuinely be proud of themselves moment, and that to me is beautiful.
Yep, it is. It most definitely is. So to all our female viewers out there, you are truly, truly, truly beautiful, and don't forget it.
That's right. And I want to wish my darling husband a happy birthday today.
Ooh, nice.
Yes.
Another birthday.
Another birthday. And not 29, but another birthday.
No, exactly. Well, happy birthday to Gerard. Yes. We had a busy weekend, or you did for sure. You were busy. What were you up to now this past weekend?
Well, I want to say, first of all, Audrey, that it's been a really, really, really rough couple of weeks these past 2 weeks.
It has.
I've cried more in the last 2 weeks over losses of people in our community that were loved and that were, everyone's special, but these people were personally special to me. And so it was a really down time. And we'll talk about that in a moment.
Right.
But I wanted to say that on a positive note, you have to seek the positive during negative times, and you have to push through those because we're all going to experience it.
That's right.
Life is ups and downs and trials and tribulations, and once you get past those tribulations, then you can keep finding more that are going to keep you going. So one of mine was to be the MC for the annual fundraiser for Mount St. Joseph Nursing Home, located in Miramichi East, and it was the 30th year for the event, which raises money for the residents and staff of the home, of course. Yep. So we have a lot. They prepare, the Women's Auxiliary prepare a luncheon, and they bought a $200 certificate from Lisa Mitchell at Town Hill Jewelry.
Okay,
that was the final grand prize. They had many other door prizes donated by people that were just caring citizens that wanted to give a prize. It was sold out, as it always is.
Okay.
There's never a sale
and where was the location that they had that?
The St. Michael's Basilica basement, which will hold 220 or so women.
Okay.
And it's word of mouth, so it sells out without having to pitch.
That's insane.
The really good news is that because I lost so many people this past couple of weeks I loved, I had to kind of get my mind in a set that was positive. And so the really good thing was that Lorraine Irving was the person 30 years ago who came up with the idea
to even have this fundraiser.
She did. It was her brain, her baby. And then she pitched it to Eileen Bowes of Lounsbury's Ladies Wear, which is no longer there, but had a lovely fashion section.
That's right.
So long story short was that we acknowledged Lorraine and Eileen, who provided the clothing for almost 30 years. And they came up and had received flowers, and we talked about them, but the grand prize, ironically, at the end of the night went to Lorraine Irving.
Oh my
They drew her
land.
name. So
You're kidding.
long story short, what goes around comes around.
That's right.
And it made me feel really good.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So she has like a $200 shopping spree at
Yes.
Town Hill Jewelry.
Yes, she does.
Great little shop.
Love it.
Yeah.
Beautiful. The clothes
Definitely.
were by the Town Square Boutique, Lisa, Rolf Owens. So get yourselves in there, ladies. It's on the Square, Newcastle, and she has many beautiful things for reasonable prices.
Yes, definitely. On other news across the world, we have in Hollywood, a big Hollywood director, Harvey Weinstein.
Big scandal.
Huge.
Yeah.
That apparently they've known has been going on for years.
That's right.
And nobody said boo until now.
No, he's one of the wealthiest, most powerful.
Or nobody's pressed charges until now.
Well, they're going to be probably coming criminal charges because there are women that are just coming out by the dozens. And he is married to Georgina Chapman, who is the co-founder of Marchesa, the fashion brand that's high end. So she's got she's valued at probably herself, her wealth at about $15 million.
Okay.
But anyway, she's drop dead gorgeous. Okay. So you have to wonder about a man like that.
I think I remember seeing when that story hit. I remember seeing his wife.
She's so stunning.
Yeah.
So they think, you think to yourself, is he a sex addict? And then experts say no, he's not. It's just one of those concepts people use to say that a powerful, wealthy man is getting away with, that's the term they use, but it's really not actually true. He feels he can do it.
That's just insane. Now he's been fired.
Oh yeah, he's lost it all. He's lost his company.
She's leaving.
He has a brother that shares his company, Bob, and he's just saying that there's a bad relationship going on there, and his wife's leaving him.
Children?
2 children with him. He has 3 children from his former marriage. So he's lost financially, he's lost family, he's lost everything. And the bottom line is he was perverted and he shouldn't have been doing it.
No, but he was in a position to take advantage of young actresses looking to come, up and through the Hollywood scene. Now there's some big names. Gwyneth Paltrow, you said?
Yes, they talked about Gwyneth Paltrow, Rosie McGowan. They talked about Angelina Jolie. All these very famous, young, beautiful women. And he thought he had the right to do it, that he was that powerful, that he could just get away with it, and they should let him.
No, it feels like it's like Bill Cosby all over again.
I know it does.
I know.
But why now? Why are they doing
That's the part I don't understand.
That bothers me, that they have been turning a blind eye to this for years.
Because these women are quite successful now and have gone on and been able to, not to say to forget it, but again, talking about women, like even with my saying, if you feel beautiful, then you are and will be beautiful, and confidence.
Yeah.
So I can't help but think that maybe in the beginning of their career, when they're just starting out and they're thinking, well, this is what you do. This is what you have to do in order to get ahead.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they believed then?
I think they were fearful that maybe they wouldn't be picked up in their motion pictures if they decide to turn him in long ago. Like if I was going to go out for a screen test and he was mauling me, would I really want to go against him? I think once somebody does it, then the rest all come forward. It takes a very strong woman to stand up to a man back when he was doing it and say, this is wrong, I'm going to call you on it.
He said you'll never work in Hollywood.
Yeah, but not waiting until 2017. But that's the catch right there. Like you said, Audrey, it's a win-lose. No. You might get the motion picture, but you might get the boot for another one if you squeal on them.
Yeah, I think the women this day and age, 2017, we're a lot stronger, we're a lot more confident, and we're a lot more aware of what is right and what is wrong, and we're not willing to be treated anything other than with respect.
Respect.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
As
we should talk about them with respect with the anthem.
Yes, exactly. That's the other still ongoing story with the football. Colin, I want to say Kaepernick. So he is charging the NFL now.
Quarterback with the.
Now he's the guy that initially knelt.
Yep.
Right at the national anthem to protest against injustices against
Well, he's
the race.
talking about
His
racial inequality, social injustice. He's just upset
because he hasn't been able to work since then. He had no NFL has picked
right.
team has picked
They're
him
not.
up.
They're not.
Okay.
And like he's just fed up with the police brutality and all those things that have happened.
Right.
He's trying to. He took a stance on that, and he said many people, not just in the football league, but in other sports leagues, do the same type of thing.
Yeah.
So
during the national anthem is
during
what
the
they're
national
doing.
anthem. So you can look at it two different ways. Right now, they're locking arms, okay? A lot of them are locking arms. So
Instead of kneeling.
So to me, that shows unity as a team. We're standing together, and we're standing at least while the flag's being shown.
That's right.
To show that we respect our country.
Because that's what you do. You go from a sitting position to standing when your national anthem is played to show a sign of respect.
Exactly. And
so if you were to drop to your knee during
it's
that,
not the typical show of respect.
No.
And I mean, like you have the military people that I'm sure they respect. And of course, they respect the people that are doing good for the country, obviously.
Yeah.
But they're torn because they don't want to give Trump any more leeway, and so they're trying to give him a strong message. And they're giving a strong message by standing together in unity.
Yeah.
And I really, truly believe that they are not trying to deface the flag.
I agree. I would have to agree. They're missing the point. Kneeling might have been a little too far.
Yep.
Because it does overall appearance-wise look disrespectful, but the linking of the arms I think is
it's a step up.
Yeah, it's definitely a stronger way of showing, and that way no one mistakes the fact that they're trying to stand up for equality.
Banding together.
Yeah, disrespecting their country. I don't think that for a minute they disrespect for their country or hate the country that they live in.
Or the police that are doing good work,
right.
Not the ones that have taken down these men and of different color and brutalized them. So it's a big issue. But now they're filing a charge. He's filing a charge for collusion. He believes that the people and all the coaches and head managers of the NFL have collaborated to keep him out, not sign him on. And for collusion, you have to have some pretty good evidence, like texting or emails or facts that line up to say you were doing this to plot against me, keep me out of it. I don't know. He's had 6 good seasons, and he's,
because there's football players that since then have knelt, and they are still playing.
Yeah. So he's got some issues. He has some baggage along the way too there. So
no, exactly.
Enough about him.
Yeah, exactly. Coming back to the little bit that you had touched on, our own community members. Tragically, we've had a few big losses.
We certainly have.
And we actually just want to make note to a few of them for sure. Lloyd Cameron, a really, really good friend of yours. You worked with him for years with his Double L Productions and his plays.
Yes, I did.
Like a brother, I'm sure he was.
Don't get me started because I've cried a lot. But I'm going to hold it together because I don't want to, how's the word? I get emotional, and if you get emotional, the message doesn't come across to the viewers. It's just a big bawling session. So I'm going to hold myself up and say that Lloyd Cameron meant the world to me and many others in the community. I've been a friend of his for 30 years. He was the department head of the English department at Jameson Hill High School. Students adored him. He was a phenomenal mentor. He made that child that was a B student want to be an A student. He made the mediocre actor want to become the best actor and shine on the stage. You know, he just kept going a level up with everybody.
My youngest daughter actually got a chance to meet him because she's coming through the drama world, and you and Lloyd had come after one of their big plays and critiqued their work, and she remembers him and remembered what he had said to her about her character and how to stay in character from the minute you step on to the minute you step off the stage.
Exactly right.
And that's something she'll never forget.
Yeah, we had to adjudicate together. Lloyd and I go back 30 years. My mom actually taught at the Dr. Logie Middle School with Lloyd Cameron. And my daughter, I don't have a daughter. Did you know I had a daughter? My sister, who is like my daughter, I should say. She's 21 years younger, which is crazy, but she's like my daughter. And she had Lloyd as an instructor as well. Yeah. So he's taught us both over the years, directed us in theater, and as well as being a friend. He was loved by the community in so many ways. So
thoughts and prayers to all his family
rest in peace.
Friends.
We loved him.
Yes,
and
definitely.
Then Ronnie Morris as well.
Right.
Was pretty legendary in the Miramichi. He was a phenomenal man. He was with the Tozer Insurance Company for 50 some years. and has a beautiful family, and he was a Rotarian, and he brought life to the Chatham Rotary Club like no other person has.
Charming man.
Just a delight, and a very much, just a total gentleman. You never heard him badmouth people. He gave a lot to the community and served in many capacities, and he's received many, many awards, which he so deserves. So we're going to miss these people.
Miss them, definitely.
Totally, and everyone else that we've lost the past few weeks.
Yeah,
it's been rough.
It's been a rough week here in Miramichi with a tragic type accidents and things like that. So be safe out there to our viewers.
Yeah. Drive safe.
Definitely. Kids are back in school. There's a lot more traffic. We all have to get to work on time, and the kids are trying to get on their buses and things like that. And just take a little extra time.
Exactly.
It's not that big of a deal, and we shouldn't be in that much of a hurry.
No, and people aren't too much of a hurry.
That's right.
May I just comment on the upcoming annual Miramichi Chamber of Commerce Business Awards?
Yes, that's coming up this Thursday, November 19th.
Yes, the 19th annual Miramichi Chamber of Commerce Business Awards. The event's taking place at Riverside Entertainment. And it's at 6 for 6:30. And tickets you can get from Joyce Buckley, who is executive director, if you call 622-5522. I'll try to be really quick here. The Business Award of Excellence this year is going to Jane Nastasiuk, Physiotherapy Plus, as well. She owns River Rehabilitation and Miramichi Physiotherapy. The Jerry Cormier Memorial Award is going to Clay and Scott Allison of Allison's Manufacturing. The Newcomer Business Award this year is Shannon and Kelty Druitt from Crackle and Teal.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And the Employee of the Year Award is being awarded to Tom Bro of the Miramichi Golf and Country Club.
Oh, nice.
So we have many wonderful people. I guess the huge amount of submissions was very hard to go through because they were just endless possibilities.
That's not a job I would want.
No, and there was a lot of competition this year, but they came down to some really, really wonderful choices. And I'm emceeing that event, and I encourage people to go out. We always have fun with this.
Now that's a nice big dinner Thursday night?
It's a dinner, and it's fun. And the cocktails begin at 6, dinners at 6:30, Riverside to get entertainment again. But for those business people that are tired after a long day, it's a chance to loosen your tie, sit back, enjoy each other, and see who's being honored and share in the business community.
No, exactly.
It's
because
fun.
Being a business owner is actually can be not all it's cracked out to be, and
hard
has its
work.
ups and downs and things like that. So it's great to have a night where we celebrate everyone's hard work for trying and opening a business here in our small community in Miramichi.
And succeeding as they have, and like you have and so many have, and the gentleman coming up as a guest has as well.
Yes,
so
we have some great business people to talk to for the rest of the show.
Businesses in this community.
We really do. We really do.
Yeah.
So we're not going to want to miss that. Please stay tuned. We have more Have a Chat after the break. We have a few guests joining us. The first one up will be Jill Stuart. She's the owner and operator of Clay Cafe. So we'll be talking with her next. So please don't go away. We'll be back with more Have a Chat after the break. Welcome back to more Have a Chat. Joining us up next is our first guest, Jill Stuart. Hello, Jill.
Hi.
So nice to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
Great.
Yes, thanks for joining us today. Now, you're the owner and operator of a small business here in Miramichi called Clay Cafe, correct?
Yes.
So for the viewers out there who don't know who you are specifically, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name's Jill Stewart, and I'm a wife and a mother of one. I have a little girl who's grade 4 this year. Yeah, just turned 9, so she likes to help out with the business some, which is nice.
Very nice.
Yes.
Yeah. My background, I went to school at St. Thomas and took my arts degree, and I did my education degree as well.
Good for you.
Yeah. So my background's a teacher by trade, and yeah.
So what led you to this? Tell me, now I'm going to be totally honest that I've driven by your facility, your beautiful looking business. I'm not an arts and crafts kind of person, so I haven't been lured in yet, but maybe you could tell me why I should be there and what it's all about.
Yeah, so these, I brought those with me today. My daughter painted these for you 3 ladies.
Thank you very much. I'll give one to Veronique too.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
For Halloween.
They're beautiful.
So now this would be considered a clay creation.
Yes. We poured these ones our own. It's similar to ceramics. Years ago, people used to pour their own molds, and they would clean them and fire them and paint them. We did try a few little pieces where we poured our own molds for people to come in and paint and try. But for the most part, we buy them. They come in form. You don't have to clean them anymore.
No, they're beautiful. Thank you.
So
Nice
there's
gift.
all these different types of forms, whether there's frogs, there's clocks, there's plates, there's cups, and you choose.
So basically you come in and you choose everything that you want to paint. We keep all the prices on the pottery for people. So they would just come in and pick whether they want to do a mug, functional pieces. We've got plates, pie plates. You can do roasters for the oven.
Wow.
Yeah,
Like
salt,
functional,
pepper.
like you said,
butter
functional
dishes,
pieces.
gravy boats.
Is that ever cool?
And then there's your decorative pieces
Then there's
as
your
well.
decorative. Halloween's big right now, Christmas right now. So you remember the Christmas trees that they used to have years ago?
Yes, with the little
I
plastic
still have
lights.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, do you
I
really?
think well, I'm
My
old,
mother
you know,
made
Audrey,
one.
come on. Yeah.
So I just got a shipment today again because I can't keep trees in stock. So we got about 25 trees that come in again today.
Oh, wow.
So they're pretty popular. Tree ornaments. So there's a lot of decorative stuff, and then you've got just your figurines, things that kids like to paint.
Wow.
Monkeys,
It's for
police
all
cars.
ages, you're saying then?
It's
Anybody
for all ages.
can go.
Yeah, we get, and some people call. They think they have to have an appointment to come, and you don't have to have an appointment. We tell people, give yourself an hour or two if you're going to come and paint. So you're not rushing yourself. You can come in, you can sit down, you can relax, enjoy the atmosphere.
Because you have a number of tables set up,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
For
you
people
just
to sit down and
exactly.
do that.
It's almost like a restaurant style. You come in and you seat yourself and
You pick out your pottery that you want to paint. Now you said that the prices are on the piece itself, like the mold.
Yeah, we keep
right? They're different prices.
Yeah, we keep the prices on the bottom, so that. And some people think when they come in, they've got to pay a studio fee.
Okay.
Right.
And then they've got to pay for their paint.
The
They got
paint,
to pay
yeah.
for the glaze
I was
and
going to ask
firing.
that if it's included.
It's all included in the price.
When you see this, you can
Yes.
paint it however you want with whatever colors, however
Yes.
many colors. It's
However
all
many
in one.
colors, as much
Okay.
paint as you want. You could sit all day and paint that if you wanted,
That
or you
would be
could
me.
paint it in an hour.
I've been here all week painting that.
We should really do a little video spot
Oh,
from yeah.
there.
You
I'm
and
so
me and
creative.
Veronique.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's
I should have
something.
brought some, and you could have tried painting
Yeah,
it
we could have
today on
painted
your
right
own.
here.
That's okay, really. I'm not really, I'm creative in many other ways, but it's not with this stuff.
So when you first paint them, though, they don't look like this, right? They have
No.
to be cooked or baked or
They
fired
do.
or
They do. So
what is it?
everything in there, if you look at the bottom where it's white, that's what everything in the store is white.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just
It's like a cast.
it's like a cast.
cast.
Yeah.
All right, so if I wanted to make a butter dish, I would, okay, and I have never been there before. I walk through, you greet me, you're the sole owner, and
Yes.
you're the manager of it all the
Yes.
time?
Yes.
Wow,
Pretty
Jill.
much. I have 2 part-time right now.
That's
so
good.
it's usually, some evening work. Weekends usually is what I give them.
Yeah.
I tend to run it through the week myself.
So if I
those
wanted to do a
evenings.
butter dish and Audrey wanted to do a tree, then you just get me started and then you go to Audrey type thing?
Yes.
Or do
if
you-
you came in together, you guys would pick out your pieces that you
Okay.
want. I'd get you all rung in and set up. And then I'd show you different things at the paint bar, we've got little detailers that you can go in the lines to do some of the
Yes.
fine detailing, or stamps, stencils, different types of things that are there for you to work with and use. So we'd go over that with you, and then you would just get your paints, the colors, you choose your colors that you want. And
So you've had to learn all this and train, obviously.
Yes.
So this is a franchise, is it?
it's a franchise.
It's a franchise.
It's a small franchise. There's 6 of us. So there's the franchise owner in Halifax, and then there's a new one that opened in Dartmouth. There's one in Newfoundland.
Didn't even know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one in Fredericton, and there's one in Truro and us.
All right.
Yes.
In the
That's
thriving
nice.
Miramichi area.
No.
Yeah.
Now, do you offer some now? Because when we're not really artistic, so we're going in and you'll show us a few things. But are there classes that we can take within the Clay Cafe that would teach us how to take it up a notch? Because I know I think I could pull off this.
That's beautiful.
But some of them are quite intricate with their painting because the way I understand it is when you paint it, you don't actually see this color.
No.
This is not what it looks like when you're painting. So for me to visualize what it would look like, I know
Yes.
once she's cooked it, I'd be like,
Right.
oh, that's not what
No,
I
you
thought
just
I
don't
was
have that
doing.
visual.
And everybody comes in and they say that. They're like, I'm not artistic at all. I can't paint. But it always looks beautiful when they're done. Everybody's piece, it's original. And once they sit down and they just kind of get in touch with their pottery and their creative side, they always come up with something. And we're there too. some people will come in and they say, I want to do that ombre effect where you get like a light pink to a dark pink.
Ooh.
Okay.
And they've seen it and they're like, but I don't know how to do that. So that's where we'll come in and we'll sit down and we'll show you things.
Okay.
We've got some silk screens, so it looks almost like a store-bought piece. So it's almost like stenciling where you can
have
something
images
Yeah.
on there
Yeah.
as well.
And you can watercolor your paints down, and there's so many
We'd
different
be there
ways you
for
can work
hours.
I'd be there for
We'd
a
be
month.
there.
So you are artistic by nature. Are you, as a child, were you always
Yes.
involved in painting
I
and
did.
crafts?
I took art classes. I took oil painting
Okay.
classes.
You've had love for this in your heart for a while.
Yes.
So then you said, what spurred you to go towards a small business? Did you meet up with somebody that had one, or did you go to attend one?
We used to. My sister lives in Fredericton, so her and her kids and Annie and I often, when we went to Fredericton, Annie always wanted to go to Clay Cafe.
That's your daughter, Annie.
That's my daughter.
Okay.
So we always went to Clay Cafe, and I would, first couple of times we went, I would just sit and watch her paint. And she didn't want any help, and most kids don't. They know what they're going to paint, and they know how they're going to paint it, and that's it. So she would do her own painting, and we'd be sitting there, and my sister would often say, "You should open this at home."
Really?
Yeah, and I
kind of
said,
encouraged.
no, I did an education degree, and English is my major. I said, I don't know anything about business. And I still say I know nothing about business.
That's not true, though. You're
I'm
a
learning.
businesswoman now.
I'm
Yes.
learning.
Yes.
I still have lots to learn. But so then over the course of a year, every time we went, she'd keep saying, so I talked to the owners in Fredericton, Steve and Amy Krause, and they gave me a little bit of information. They told me who to contact. So I contacted Martin Ross out of Halifax, who owns it, and we just got conversing back and forth through emails, phone calls.
Right.
And then I talked to my husband about it, and I don't even know what Clay Cafe is.
Yeah,
So I said, so
yeah.
you have to come with Annie and I next time we go.
Yes.
So he did. We went for the Santa Claus parade one year in Fredericton, and we all went to Clay Cafe. And so when we got home and talking about it, he said, I like that idea.
Good stuff. I love your building. Tell us about your setup and where you are. You're on the King George
We're
Highway.
on the King George Highway. We're in the old St. Mark's United Church.
It's a beautiful looking facility. Have you seen
it's
that
a
structure?
a unique place to, like when
Oh,
you're
I
thinking
love
of
it.
opening a small business, buying an old church does not come to mind.
And it didn't for us either,
Right.
because we had paid for the franchise fee knowing that we were going to do it, just to hold it. But I was looking for a spot, and we looked at, we knew we wanted to be in the Douglastown area.
Yes.
But
Because they say
It's
location,
buzzing.
location, location,
Exactly.
And you
right?
can't miss it.
and you can't miss
And
it.
it's a beautiful looking building.
Yeah.
I drive by and I think, maybe I should pop in there someday. But like you said, people assume that they're not creative, that they can't do something. But you have to give it a try.
Yeah. And we're not completely finished with renovations, so some people weren't even sure that it was open because we were still renovating outside this summer, trying to get the building finished. It's a pretty big project.
Okay.
But yeah, we had looked down in the mall, Northumberland Square and Bridgeview Plaza, just looking for rental
For
prices, and it was so high. And we had just lived back in behind the church, back in St. Mark's Street. We
Right.
had a duplex back there we lived in at the time, and I remember saying to my husband, church would be a good spot, because we knew the church was closing. We didn't know if they were going to sell it or what was going to go on with it, but I
Right.
said we should,
That ambiance too, that old
yeah, I
building
said it's
is
an
so
ideal
nice.
spot. So my husband he talked to some of the members on the board at the time
Right.
to see what was going on, and we found out they were taking bids. So we put in a bid, and never thought in a million years we were ever going to get it, and found out it was quite a while after, but they accepted our bid. So and then we didn't, because we were originally thinking we were going to just tear it down and put something on it, and then
It's
we
a
thought,
big job.
Why
no,
not
this
use
is
the
why not
structure?
use it?
Yeah,
It was
I
awesome.
love the look. I do.
Yes.
That big open space
Yes,
is ideal
it
for
is.
being able to house that many people in painting at one time.
And I think just the character of it,
I
it's
think so, too.
warm, it's inviting.
So when the word cafe pops into mind, do you offer tea, or can
We
you
do.
sit down and have a cup of tea while you're doing your art?
We do. We have tea and coffee. We've got hot chocolate, apple
Nice.
cider.
Some refreshments.
Yes, we got soft drinks. There's chips, chocolate
That's
bars,
nice.
that
So
kind
now
of.
you take big birthday parties and
We
school
do.
outings and different things like that. So
We
that's
have-
an option as
That's
well.
awesome.
It is. We have a lot of class trips that come in for schools. We've done fundraisers for schools where they've done tiles for their walls. We've had some of the it's in ground. I can't think of what it's the name of it. Is it Sunrise?
Metapinagio? No, not that. Not the First
No,
Nation Village.
It was their I can't even think of what I'm trying to say.
That's okay, but they went into your
The lodge?
business
Yes,
because they wanted to do what for their
like the rehab center. They would
Okay.
come in
Okay.
and they would do after so many weeks there, they started to do day trips. So they would come in and
Okay.
do Clay Cafe too for an
So
afternoon.
part of their, it's almost like a part of their reward program
Yes.
for doing,
Yes.
I
you
like
know,
that idea.
the work.
Yeah.
So you're very busy. So your hours of operations from Monday right through until Saturday? Or?
Tuesday through Saturday.
Tuesday through Saturday.
From 11 to 9 and close Sundays and Mondays.
Okay.
But we've had, and people can book the private room. We've had bridal showers. We've had baby showers.
Oh, nice.
We've had, I know TD Bank came and did a team building. We've had teachers
Right.
come and do team building.
I could bring the girls from the salon
yes.
tonight, and we could
Yeah.
Christmas
have
time.
a wine.
Exactly.
For your Christmas
Right?
party or
Yeah,
something. Get
that would
dressed
be
up and go
something.
out and have a little,
Yeah.
and she could sneak the wine in, right?
Yes, yes.
But Jill, you must be very excited then, because you know, as anyone would realize, when you're starting up a business, it's intimidating. You're thinking, am I going to draw customers? Will I be a success? Will it
Yeah.
draw
And we still ask
money,
ourselves
you know?
that.
And
Yeah.
so you're feeling, after 2 years now,
Yes.
that you're just building up and getting well known.
It's still so new, and we still sometimes wonder, is it going to work or is it going to flop? And
No, I don't
Is
think
it going to
so.
stay thriving? Because
Yes.
we opened just like very
Some-
close to
yes,
the
we
same
did.
month, I think,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, and we're
Yeah.
very close to
Yes,
each
in
other.
your Sheer Heights studio.
Yes.
For
Yep.
anyone who doesn't know where Audrey
the
is,
2
owner and
years.
operator of Sheer Heights Studio.
But now you just received an award recently.
I did.
you not?
I did. I won the new Business of the Year award from My Pie.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And well deserved, because you have stepped right in and brought people, like I said, for the past 2 years into something new, totally new.
It's just nice to see people come in and they enjoy it. They're there because they want to be there. We get people that come in after a day of work and they said, oh, I just need
unwind.
this. I just need to unwind.
No,
or
yeah,
they'll leave at the end of the
exactly.
night and they say, you have no idea how much I just needed that today.
Well, you made my day
No,
by
that's
brightening
just
up
it.
my day with this, because you brought me a nice little ornament
Well,
for.
being creative
yeah.
can be so therapeutic, I think,
Yeah.
and some people don't realize just taking the time to create something beautiful that you put the work into can be so relaxing
It's the
and
truth.
so rejuvenating.
And you're
really.
focusing on something other than your daily
Than all the
problems or all
craziness.
the crap that goes with your, the run-of-the-mill
Exactly.
Monday to Friday. You're doing something that's going to have a good end result.
Exactly.
And you're calm, like you said,
Yeah.
Audrey. You're looking at beautiful colors, and
Yeah,
so
that's just
And it's
it.
funny because you get some people that love the decorative end,
Right.
and then you get some people that want functional pieces. So
okay.
it's nice. The functional pieces, like our mugs, plates, all those things, are all dishwasher, microwave safe,
That's a good feature.
which is a nice feature, and a lot of people don't realize that. So it's
That's just it.
So
So the
yeah.
sorry, the award for the My Pie was for new business or
yeah, it was for
yeah?
new business
Okay.
of the year.
Of the year for
yeah.
2017.
For
And
2017.
so, what do you feel like when they called you to tell you that you won that?
I couldn't believe it when they called to tell me.
Really?
Yeah, I was really surprised. I guess I wasn't expecting.
You
I
just-
still sometimes don't even. Sometimes
Well,
I
I
still
mean, that
stand
speaks
there and
volumes
it's like.
from your
It does,
clients,
that's-
from your
and
customers,
that's
and the
it
people
does.
that, yeah,
It really does.
exactly. So where do
Sometimes
you-
I still look at Clay Cafe and I can't believe that we're here and we're running it and
we're
this is
doing
busy.
it.
and we're doing it. Yes, it's starting to pick up. Summer's a quiet time,
People
or
vacation
quieter, I
and-
guess.
Quieter,
yes.
Yes, they do
exactly.
family stuff like outside of the. They,
Yeah.
they take off for the summer. All the
Yeah,
people go to the pools
exactly.
and whatever.
That's
And
just it.
September's our quietest month of the year. Just
Is
kids
it?
getting
School
back
back.
to school and they're
That's
paying
right.
for sports and getting into routines. But now October's hit and things are starting to pick back up again. And with Christmas just around the corner, a lot of
That's
people are
right.
in and they're painting Christmas gifts for people. And
Okay, question. So if I wanted to get my sister, shh, Colleen, don't pretend. you
She
didn't hear
watches
this.
every episode.
Yeah. If I wanted to get my sister and create my own mug for her,
Yeah.
can I get a gift certificate if I don't choose
You
to
can.
do it myself,
that's
or
an
she can go
excellent
in? She
idea.
can go in and do it herself.
she can go in and do it herself. We
Okay.
have gift
Excellent idea.
certificates. They don't expire. You
Okay.
can put any
Any
amount. They're just
value.
a little plastic cards.
That's a really
that
good.
everybody
That
has.
is a good idea.
For nieces, nephews, even
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
They're probably all watching now, and I blew my
They're
prizes.
thinking that they'd like to do it, but wouldn't walk in there voluntarily. But if they've got that little
card.
incentive with the gift card, then
Yeah, or you could send Danae and
Yeah.
maybe a friend
she's
of
been
Danae's.
there. Danae's been there.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
she
a
has.
couple of times
But
for
for
birthday
gift
parties.
certificates,
But
you
yeah,
could take her and maybe one of the other moms, and if you got a group of mothers together to send your children together,
That's
it would be a
right.
great gift party.
it would be
It
to
would.
send the entire
So
family.
what's your favorite aspect of this whole Clay Cafe? Is it the end result? Is it meeting new people? It's all of the above.
I love meeting new people. I love seeing people enjoy it. I like being my own boss.
Yeah, nice.
I
That's our
love not
favorite
having
part.
somebody tell me what to do every day.
You
and
can tell
how
them
to do
what to
it.
do?
I can tell
No.
everybody else what to do. Actually, I don't enjoy telling everybody else what to do. I'm still
Yeah.
trying to find my role, I think, as being a boss. But it'll come.
Is there anything we can do to help make people realize what a fun and productive business this is? Like, how can we, you know, what can we do?
Facebook
Yeah,
page?
Facebook.
Facebook page.
Okay.
Yeah.
Phone number?
Our phone number is 352
Yep.
0239.
352-0239.
Right. And
Clay
we're on
Cafe.
Instagram, and
Good.
we've got a
Oh,
web
Instagram
page
as well. So can people post their
They can.
designs if
People
they
can
wanted
post.
to
They
to
can,
show
and
off their work?
I
do,
wouldn't be, but for anyone who would like to.
We actually have a promotion right now. So if you come in and you sign in,
Right.
that you're there, like if you come into Clay Cafe
And you
sign
check in on
Check
Facebook?
in, that's it.
Yeah,
If you check
check
in on
in.
Facebook, you can see I'm good with technology. So if you check in on Facebook and you show us that post where you've checked in, we'll give you 5% off just for coming
Yeah.
in and doing that.
I think I'm going to maybe get
We
brave
might
and
have to
try
do that
something. I would
on
like to make a
Tuesday.
nice mug.
Would you? We
Yeah.
have some Halloween mugs, so you could come in because this week
Yeah.
we have our Halloween stuff. It's going to be
That's right.
20%
You're gonna
off.
wanna
For
check
my
that.
son who's born on Halloween and my nephew who was
That's
born on
right.
Halloween, I could get them each something
You
made.
could, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool
definitely.
gifts.
Yeah.
Definitely.
awesome,
Well, we
Jill.
want to thank you so much, Jill, for joining us today and letting
Fun.
us know all about the Clay Cafe. And maybe we'll
Beautiful.
stop by and check it out.
Great. Thank you
Good
for
luck
having
with
me.
it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Don't go away. We'll be back with more Have a Chat after the break with our next guest, Ron Hallahan. Don't go. And we're back with more Have a Chat. Up next is Ron Hallahan. Hello, Ron. How are you?
How you doing?
Glad to have you here as well.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us today. You are the owner and operator of Triple H Kitchens and Baths here in Miramichi, another great small business. Thanks for, opening up another great spot here. You've been around for a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
In Douglastown.
In Douglastown, it's been 5 years next month.
That's awesome.
Well, for those who might not who Ron Hallahan is, can you give us a little lowdown on who you are?
Been around forever.
Not forever. No.
Forever.
Well, close. I'm married. My wife's name is Pam. She actually works with me at the showroom. I have 2 kids, a boy and a girl, 2 great-granddaughters. They both live in Toronto.
That's too
So,
far.
Too far, yes.
But you get to travel and see them.
Yeah, we see them 3 or 4 times a year.
And you're an avid golfer.
FaceTime. Oh,
Yeah, I know
golf,
Ronnie
yeah.
loves to golf.
Might have
Love to
bumped
golf.
into him there. Okay.
Don't say that. I might be away from the office.
No, but you have a really good business. And how
Yeah.
long have you been in the cabinet industry?
Started in '86. Yeah,
It's a little while, eh?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
31.
And so how has it evolved? Okay, so take us to where you were at in the last few years and like
Yeah,
where you
well, in '86, we actually started as general construction. And it was 3 brothers. That's how the name Triple H came
Triple
about.
H.
And we went probably 17 years with, we built our own cabinets then, and then after that, we went strictly cabinets. And
Okay.
within the last 5 years, I started to be a distributor for Glenwood Kitchens.
And
Zodiac.
that's the jacket.
Yep.
Celebrating 40 years of business
Yeah,
with
it's actually
Glenwood
45
Kitchen.
now, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're in conjunction with them.
Yep, I buy all my
Distribute.
cabinets from them now.
Yeah, you should
Yeah.
see the cabinets. You have a showroom. Do you want to tell us about the showroom?
Yeah, they have. We have a lot of variety there. Like you can get whatever woods you want, any melamines, PVC, whatever. They come out with a new line now, which is called Frosted, and it's directly one coat of your lacquered paint on wood on oak.
Okay, I
And-
love oak.
But you see the grain through it. There is some people that doesn't like that, but
Yeah.
what it is 25% cheaper than spraying like a birch solid.
People will go for that.
Yeah.
They want something that
So-
looks nice at a reasonable cost.
So they spray the one coat of solid lacquer, then they go over it with clear lacquer to finish it.
Right.
It's got the same durability as the painted one. It's just that it's only on oak and it's a lot less labor.
And
So they
Yeah.
can
What
get it.
about something like, now I have kitchen cabinets that are the old pine and they're soft and now when it comes to renovating, like besides supplying someone with a full set of new cabinets and you pick them out in whatever design you want, is there something you can do that I can upgrade my existing cabinets?
We don't
You
do
don't
that.
deal with
No,
that part.
no,
Okay.
it's-
Okay.
I've gotten in messes with that before.
Oh, okay.
so-
You've tried that.
Yeah,
You've
yeah.
been there,
I've
done
been
that.
there, done that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
To work with
Yeah.
the old and
So
make it new.
if
is
I'm
a
ready
really-
to
No,
get rid of
it's
those
hard,
and pick
yeah.
out something new, you're the
Yeah.
guy I need to see.
We've done some like changing the doors, whatever, stuff
Right.
like that. And the other day, I just decided that is enough of that too.
I
Like
think
we'll
so,
okay.
strictly go with the renovations or new
Right.
new kitchens, like in the new
Exactly.
houses.
So, if I want to do my kitchen over, just walk me through, for example, how I would make my kitchen look attractive to adjacent rooms. So, like for example, my kitchen has its own little area with a seating area opposite that, and so
Because kitchens are more open now.
yeah, but
Yeah.
my house is more like circular, and you can close doors from the dining room and the kitchen, so it's on its own.
Oh, okay.
So, where would you start? You would start with me looking
Well,
at colors or fabrics of
Yeah,
wood.
first of all, you come in, you got to get a design going first. So
Do you help me with that?
Design.
I'll
Design
make an
first.
appointment to go to your kitchen,
Give me an
your
idea.
house,
Yeah.
and we would start by asking you like what you would like changed or what's no good to you, if you entertain or if
Yeah.
you don't, and you got to pick out your certain spots that's best for you.
Functional.
Yeah, and then you might have to tear a wall out or
Yeah.
make room or open stuff up. But then first of all, you got to know the structure of the house, whether you can take that
I was
wall
going
out.
to say that. So you deal
So
with
that
the
comes in
construction
with
part
Big
too?
job.
Where we were into construction for years,
Right,
that's
right.
a good help for me.
For
So
sure.
Oh, yeah.
I can see where the bearing walls are and stuff like that. So it's
Because some people are not just taking out their old cabinets and putting in new ones. They want to change the
yeah, a
layout
lot of times
completely.
we're taking a kitchen wall out, especially the houses that are designed with the dining room right next to it.
Okay.
They'll open that right
They'll
up,
take that.
and if they're wide enough in the kitchen, they'll put a nice big island.
Right.
You know, we've done
That's
that,
my
and then
thought, is
maybe
to
put
take
like a
out the wall.
fireplace in the end of the dining room and change it up a lot that way. So you can make quite a difference. But a lot of houses you walk into now, they'll have this fridge or a pantry stuck right beside maybe their patio door or something like that. Sometimes
okay.
it's not possible to change, but
That's right.
I like to put it over in a corner somewhere out of the way.
That's
I've
right.
seen your work, Ron. I've seen,
Really?
like I said, I'm looking at my kitchen thinking, is it time? But I've seen friends of mine whose work they've done, and it's
Right.
just, oh wow, who did your cabinets? Who
Yeah.
did your kitchen? And they said you were awesome to help them consult and pick out. So you
Well,
do countertops as well.
Yeah, but getting back to the kitchens, like
Okay.
the big thing is I tell people is a cabinet is a box,
Right.
and it stays a box until you design the kitchen right.
Okay.
That's the whole difference in a
Okay.
kitchen and a set of cabinets, you know. So
Exactly.
yeah, we carry all the line of Bristol sinks out of Ontario, and undermount, top mount, stainless steel, granite.
Ooh.
They have a line of taps, vanities, and kitchens.
The taps are interesting too because they're always new and
Yeah, and
Modern
they
looking
don't
now.
have a lot of colors. They have brushed stainless,
Okay.
and they have polished stainless. It looks like chrome, but it's not. And it's a lifetime warranty. It's family-owned business, so it's only small, so they push quality. Then, as far as countertops, we have like a full line of laminate, granite, quartz. There's a new one out now, which I just got last week, and I can't even remember the name of it. But it's actually for outside too, outside use.
Yes.
It's pricey, but there is people that want it.
for a patio table or something
Yeah.
like that, a big entertainment center.
Yeah, anything outside, and it's durable for that.
But if it's
so.
I say you pay for what you get, right?
That's right, you
If
pay
it's
for what you
quality,
get.
if you buy a T-shirt that's
Yeah.
$10, you know it's not going to last
No.
if it's just a little
Exactly.
piece of cotton. But if you
No.
buy
There
something,
is a difference. I'm in the beauty
No.
industry myself in a whole other realm, and there is a difference between
quality.
the this
Oh,
bottle
yeah,
of shampoo and the
Totally.
dollar store
And the same-
shampoo.
it's
There
the
is a
same as
difference.
cabinets, same as cabinets too.
Yeah.
Like people will come in and say, "Well, I want cheap, cheap, cheap," and I say, "Well, if you want cheap, 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 Kemp's is across the road."
But to me, I'm going to say it right
You know,
now.
just-
If you walk
they
in
have a
and,
cheap line.
Yeah.
it's cheap, you're going to say that looks cheap.
Inexpensive.
You can
yeah.
you can smell and feel quality.
Well, see, he's sitting there talking about all the colors and all the designs, and I get overwhelmed. And I'm like,
Yeah.
how would I know,
I know.
Yeah.
what goes with what and
Me
color?
too.
And if
Countertop
there was too
matching.
many choices, so are you there, or is there a designer there to help you
It's not a
with
designer,
what
but
goes
my wife works
together?
with me, and she's
Oh.
very
Yeah.
good with
Hands.
colors.
Oh, is
so-
she?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Which
What
doesn't
would
cost
go
you.
with, according
That's
to
the
what the
beauty
rest
of
of
that.
your color
Yeah.
scheme is
She's very
within
good
your
at
house
that,
and
she
things like
enjoys
that?
doing it, so.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
wonderful.
I'd hate to go in there and go, well, you should probably rip your floor up too, because it's not going to match
I'm
the
not
new
bad
cupboards.
with it because I've been at it so long that
Okay.
you
You
can
got a
do with the
feel for
colours
it.
too, yeah.
What do you
So-
see that's new?
New, well, grays are in big this year.
Gray?
and-
Gray.
Yeah, and we're selling a lot of gray,
Like
and about
heather
80%.
grays or like granite gray, like a dark gray or what? Just
Both.
grays.
They're
Oh.
mix and matching. Sometimes they'll go light with the main cabinets.
Nice.
I want to be
Charcoal
dark.
or like,
or-
oh.
and,
Sounds like
and
my
the,
salon.
Yeah.
I love that. I
And
do.
the whites are still in too. Like
Are
so.
they?
White
Yeah.
cupboards
The
are still in
traditional is
cabinets?
kind of fading away.
Is
I
it?
find like Miramichi's a little slower catching up, and
Right.
they're starting to get into it. I like now to put in a couple like gloss finishes in the showroom. I think it might sell a bit, but
Okay.
it's very expensive just to put in the showroom itself. So
Well,
The
that's
showroom
just it,
is
right?
beautiful, though. When you
Yeah.
walk in, you will see a sample of what your kitchen could look like
Okay.
in
Yeah.
different varieties of styles.
yeah. And then when I design, I do it all in 3D. So, like
Oh,
the
really?
process of that is I go and we'd meet, decide what we want roughly. Then I
Okay.
will just draw it up and call you back in like a week or so later,
Right.
and then you can turn it, do whatever you like.
Just like
So,
those home improvement shows
Yeah.
you see on TV where
Yeah.
they do it and they take a picture of your kitchen and
Yeah.
then they redo it and go, this is what it could look like. Oh,
Yeah.
that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Tim from Home Improvement. So, Ronnie, how long is the process of getting the cabinets started, delivered, installed? How long?
Well, once I have a small contract we sign, and I have 2 sheets with all the details on it. You sign
Of
off
what
on
you
that.
agree
Yeah,
that you want.
because it's amazing how you can have 2 different looks.
misconception.
Yeah, yes.
Right.
So once we do that, I send the order in. 2 or 3 days later, I will get a confirmation sheets coming back with all the drawings that I
Right.
have to sign off on. From then, it's usually 5 weeks.
Okay.
So if, say it's the 1st of October, you're looking at probably mid-November.
Well, that's not bad.
And then it's usually 2 to 3 days, depending on the size of the kitchen, to have it
To
finished.
get them
Now,
installed.
the one thing is if you go with a hard surface like the quartz or granite,
Right.
after you have to have the cabinets in first. They have to be templated, and then it's 2 to 3 week wait.
Okay. Well, at least people know
But-
what to
well,
expect.
most people know. There is instances
No,
where
but
they
you're
think they're
telling
getting
our
it all the
viewers
next
if-
day. You know,
yeah.
like,
No, why would that have to sit like that?
well, they have to template. Then it's got to
Okay.
be sent to the factory. See,
Oh, okay.
laminate, I order ahead of time.
Right.
Then I send down the measurements. I have it the same time as my kitchen comes in.
Yes.
Right.
All comes together.
Yeah.
If I wanted to have a wall torn out to allow for the cabinets to go in,
Yeah.
do you help in that process?
We do that too, just because we used to do a lot of renovating.
Great.
We don't get into major renovations, but tearing a wall out, and I have guys that on kind of standby that'll do my crack filling and painting and stuff, so, and flooring.
Am I on my own when it comes to electrical and plumbing? For example, if
well,
I
yeah.
want to put little lights and little cabinets and stuff.
I can help you
Yeah.
out designing it, but as far as getting the fixtures and that, I was doing it, now I'm getting out of it. Because there's too
You
many,
just-
there's too much out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Too
can run
much.
all day and keep taking things back and forth to the client and
Yeah,
say, well,
overwhelming.
no, I don't like that, you know,
Yeah.
like, who's
No.
paying you for it? Nobody.
Now I have a room.
Instead of being a jack of
Yeah.
all trades, specialize
Yeah.
in this one thing.
And he is. So if I have a cabinet room, I call it my china room, and it has dishes on either side and drawers below for your silverware and your linens and everything for dining. And it stores all my glass and dishes on one side, and it's got the little lighting, which I absolutely love. I love it. Is that old, or is this nouveau to have lighting shine on your featured wine
No,
glasses?
They're still
or-
doing it. They're
I
doing
like
a
that
lot.
look.
They're doing a lot in like pot lighting now, though.
That's
like,
what I
yeah,
love.
Yeah, and everything's LED mostly.
So you would say, Judy, this would be the right.
Yeah. Like when I do a floor plan for you, I can also give you the measurements for your pot lighting,
Pot
like coming
lights.
around your kitchen.
And then I get an electrician to come in
Yeah.
and get the pot lights installed, but you give me the area, the
Yeah, I'll
dimension,
get the
everything that's.
measurements, like, to
See,
the-
I'd love, that's
Yeah.
nice. Are we going to get a new kitchen or what?
I'm like, I get excited. Is it true what they say that when you're renovating your kitchen or your bathroom, that's where the most money is? Like you could sink a lot of money.
because the rest of the rooms, I mean, you got a bed and
Yeah.
it's just
Sleep,
a drawer.
that's right.
They're
Yeah.
just a box.
A lot of
Yeah.
time in the
Four
kitchen, well, for
walls.
some
And
people. I
also,
know.
I must mention is Glenwood just come out with a full line of walk-in closets.
Oh, boy, oh, don't tell
Yeah.
George.
Oh,
Happy
man.
birthday. You're going to get a new walk-in closet.
Christmas is just around the corner.
No, I've been waiting for
Walk-in
3 years
closet.
and after them quite a bit to get that up and
Amazing.
running, and now they have it, and it's pretty nice. They have like 5 colors. Then that's in a melamine color. Then they have 3 more that are wood grain.
So this
like
is a
the
closet
wood
you
grain
can buy
feel.
and put in your house?
Yeah, well, I design it. Like
Like
Okay.
I
you have
measure your
shelves.
room, same thing.
Okay.
Shoes, and you'd have a shelves for
shelves,
your
yeah.
like hats and your other.
Jewelry
Oh, my
drawer,
land.
the whole
Oh
bit,
my
you know.
God, I'm excited.
Belt hangers, whatever. Yeah.
Oh,
so,
you're kidding.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of colors you can order, especially in like to
That's
have
right.
it done. So. But
I
no,
love it. So that's the
it's
newest
good.
thing you're doing now.
Yep. I
Yeah.
even so new. It's only like 2 weeks since I
You're a
found
busy
out.
guy.
So
Yeah.
gotta get-
So
it's
you have
gonna
a
be good.
Facebook page, you're on the internet, you're what?
Yeah,
how are you getting?
I'm very.
I'm assuming you're busy.
too
super
busy
busy.
to get stuff on Facebook.
But never
That's
too
not
busy
good,
for
You have
new
to hire
customers,
someone
though.
to do that.
Never
Yeah.
too busy for new customers.
No.
So Ronnie, you are in the plaza. Is it Douglastown
Yeah.
Plaza?
Yeah,
Okay.
right beside the Great Walk or
The Great
Forever
Rock
Healthy.
Restaurant.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's near the car wash, Top Gun, like it's just
Yep.
before that.
They're right in there.
King George Highway, what number?
3 Renault Street.
3 Renault Street it is.
Yeah.
Okay, and you have your showroom there, and Pam's there willing to give a hand, and you're, what's your phone number there?
773-5614. And also, most of the time I give people my cell anyway, 625-6081.
So for Ron Hallahan, Triple H cabinets and bath, it's kitchens and bath.
Yep.
And
So bathrooms, you're dealing with that as well.
Well, vanities, yeah.
The vanities,
Yep.
the cabinetry for that, not the
The
tubs
newest thing out
themselves.
now for the vanities is your wall hung ones, so that you can put indirect lighting underneath.
oh,
Oh.
nice,
They're
or
all
what?
wall hung, yeah.
It's exciting.
You can never have enough light in the bathroom.
No, that's right.
Never have enough vanity. So
No.
3
For sure.
Renault Street, 773-5614 or 625-6081.
And the
What
reason why I put my cell is I pick up my own cabinets in Shediac at Glenwood. So
Oh, you
there's
do?
a lot of afternoons or mornings I mightn't be there. So
Okay.
it's best to call, make an appointment instead of walk in,
Yep.
because
they're-
I'm the one that does the design. Like my wife can help you with colors, but she's not going to be able to help you with the design. Like
No, that's just
I'm
it.
the
So
one
these
that
are
visits
New
the
Brunswick
home.
made cabinets?
Yeah, Shediac.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
Nice. Nice to have
fantastic.
New
Keeping it
Brunswick
all
on-
close.
Yeah, they have about 125 to 130 employees.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's
that are just
lot
pumping
of
out
They,
work.
they're
cabinets.
welcome anybody to go for a tour anytime they want. It's
Oh,
about a
to their
20,
factory.
25-minute tour. They get over 80,000 square feet there, so
Holy.
it's a big business
to be
there,
able
yeah.
to design all of that, and they just go by your
Yeah,
from your plans
it's
that
all
you
done
send them,
through
right?
2020 drawing
Okay.
technologies, and everything is priced by the box. So when I draw it, it's automatically priced.
Okay.
Very nice.
Everything is integrated with them. I send the kit file to them, and that's how it's built.
So the price that you can give me pretty much a spot on how much it's going to cost, or
No, well, because there's a lot of tweaking to the cabinets
There is,
anyway. And
okay.
then you also have your installation, your
Okay.
delivery,
Yeah.
everything goes in
Yeah.
there. So, but
But when you say
your average kitchen, like done up pretty nice, you're looking anywhere 12 to 15,000.
okay,
Yeah.
that's a nice
A
good
lot of people
starting
are under the
point.
impression that it doesn't matter what kitchen you build, it's going to be $40,000. Like that's
Oh
a big,
no,
big kitchen.
it is, and
You know.
that you're talking high-end
Yeah,
materials
yeah,
too,
granites
right?
and
You can
quartz.
really,
Yeah, yeah, like,
but you can do a beautiful kitchen at that 10 to 15
yeah,
range,
Yeah, and like
That's
it
not
all comes
bad.
down to design.
right?
You know,
And the
that's-
size.
But
of
when you
your
talk about
kitchen.
cabinets, I could do something that you could help me with in my living room. If I wanted to build like
Oh,
a
yeah, we do
built-in
quite a bit
cabinet
of wall
shelf for
units and
books
stuff
and
like
walls.
that,
See,
yeah.
it's
Oh,
not
well,
just
no,
that.
it's not just the
No,
kitchen
it's
or
any
the
type
bathroom.
of cabinet you want.
You could do a bedroom cabinet to store stuff,
Yeah.
like a wardrobe or anything
Yeah.
like that.
A
As you
wine
walk into
cabinet.
your walk-in closet.
Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
A wine cellar. You
Yeah.
need wine
Wine
cellars.
cellar.
While you're doing your hair in the vanity, you can be drinking the wine.
Yeah,
Like you're
that's
just the
right.
man of all trades.
I need something for shoes. If I actually have a little walk-in closet. I know we're
Yeah.
the show's about to end. I'm
We
just
can
gonna
do
get
an
this in.
individual cabinet.
I have them all on a bookshelf right now, and there's so many that
Yeah.
they're now out onto the floor.
No,
But
what they
this
do
really
too
needs
is
to be
you
done.
can put it at different angles.
Okay,
The
so
back
that it can hold
clips
on?
actually hooked so that the shelf doesn't fall out, and then you can
Exactly.
set your hooks down.
Beautiful.
Thanks again, Ron, for
Yeah.
joining us today. I'm going to have to go and check that out.
625-6081. You want
Yes,
this guy?
definitely.
Great job.
Thanks for watching Have a Chat. We'll be back with more next week, so stay
See you,
tuned.
everybody.
We'll see you later.